And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. Now for our final discussion, we have a special guest on the show. I was telling him this morning that he feels like family.
Yeah. Yes, because we're really used to him being in our homes. Yes. Amazing. We have with us Jude Chukwuka. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. As much as I'd like to read it all, but I don't think we need to because you're actually well known.
Yeah, like a family.
Yes, you are. You are now, you know.
Okay.
And you have featured in a lot of movies and series. You have been in this industry since the 70s. Wow. Wow. It's been how? Yeah, it's even older than...
Yeah.
You've been in this industry longer than I've been on earth. I mean, what?
Don't make it look like I need to retire.
Oh,
No, you definitely don't.
But you know, with our trade, the older you get, you become fine arts, contemporaries, whether they like it or not, will go at different times. Then you become the only surviving character in that generation.
Yes.
And anybody who wants to reflect that generation will come to you, will earn more money.
Right.
Yeah, because they can't readily find a replacement. Except they do AI, I mean they do, or they do SFX, you understand?
Yes,
yes.
Well, how does that truly make you feel? I mean, we have seen, God rest their souls, a lot of them have passed away. I mean, there's also Mr. Ibu, for example, who's recently in the hospital, you know, who's saying that he might get, you know, his legs amputated. How does that make you feel? I mean, seeing that all the people that you started this journey with have, you know, are no longer with you, are no longer with us, you know, especially, you know, in the industry.
Yeah. One, I don't want to sound predatory, but I would say this. It is how much you invest in yourself that you eventually reap, you understand. So when some of us were introduced to this stardom, we began to enjoy privileges we never had. And since some of us, it's human. You just see the opportunity and you want to make the best of it, not knowing that you are at the end of the day hurting yourself. Because all of these things will come with the perks of, you know, I was on a set. Part of what my manager signed for was that I get 4 bottles of beer every night.
For what?
Bottles of beer every night.
Every night.
After the day's job, I left with 4 bottles of beer.
So it's like,
wow.
So I told myself, do I really need 4 bottles of beer?
every night.
Every night. So, like every night, the fridge, you find 4 bottles, stop. Then Sunday when we're not working, my room becomes a mini party joint because everybody knows that there are bottles of beer that I'm not drinking. But you know, some of us, they give us that, and some of us make sure we finish the 4 bottles every night. And for me, I'm like, hello, guy. When you begin to pay for this, I won't be there. You understand?
Yeah.
We don't project. We just see this is the now. Let's make what we can of it, not knowing that there is a time after this time. How do you handle that? And that's why we find ourselves in situations like this. I'm talking about Ibu, you know, when what's his name? This guy that died.
Sam Loco?
No. It's a Yoruba actor.
Okay.
Baba Suwe.
Okay.
When he died, I was on a set with Jide Kosoko and Dele Odule and all of that. So the people will come in the evenings after we shoot and they begin to ask questions, begin to interact. One of them now said, why are you not raising money for, what's his name now? Baba Suwe. I wanted to respond, but Dele Odule was quick to say, hey, Jude, let me answer them. And his response, my mind wouldn't have gone there. You know, he was like, okay, before Baba Suwe became an actor, he came from a family. He went to school. He belongs to a place of worship. He lived in an area that if a thing like that befalls him, before he gets to the press,
what have they done?
his family will have stepped in. His place of worship would have stepped in. So these guys, when they come to press, the first question I ask is, how did they use their stardom? How did they relate with people in their homes? How did they relate with people that they went to school with? How do you understand? So when you are in unfriendly waters, before you come to the press, those guys that have always been your guy will be there for you. You get. So it's not more of what is happening now. It is how did we get to this point? Okay, like I gave you the example of 4 bottles of beer every night. If I were, because the thing in my mind is anything anybody can offer me, I can buy it. So why would I die to fulfill a contract of 4 bottles every night when I can waive it and people can enjoy it at the end of the week, because we had a 4-week production, and that was it. So that's how we get here. So when you ask me, how do I feel about this? How do I feel? The younger ones are seeing it happen, and they are worse. They drink all manner of, they will mix this, mix that, drink it, and before you know what's happening, they are very, they say they are very happy. And I say, I don't want to join your joy. Just leave me like this.
Okay, so now, I mean, being in this industry for this long, it's not easy now. Maintaining consistency and then, of course, preserving relevance. It's something that people find very, very important and would do anything to do now. Yeah. So now I think when I meet people from your generation, even in life generally, not only in the industry, I love to actually ask how the journey has been watching the times change consistently. So how has that journey been for you?
Oh, interesting. Very. I wouldn't change anything. I'll go through that same path. I will meet the same people. I want them to do the good things and the bad things they did to me. You know, I wouldn't change anything. But you see, in the industry, we were brought up by the generation that cared about the project more than the business angle of it. You understand? True. So we had this mentality, it's art for arts. You understand? So before we could switch from art to business, the people that had the art from art for business mentality had taken all of the space. You understand? So we grew up, and I have no regrets doing that. I have no regrets. And I wouldn't say it is a deliberate thing, but I just find myself reinventing myself at every stage. You know, acting wasn't enough, then the beard came, beard wasn't enough, then the vibes came, vibes wasn't enough, then the Yoruba came, Yoruba wasn't enough, the Ewe came, the Ewe wasn't enough, Owe came, Owe is, you know, so what I'm saying is I have tried to reinvent myself to keep up with the change in time.
So you're not battling with the change?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I reinvent myself. When I say I reinvent myself, it is not a product of a conscious reasoning. No. It's just that I find myself doing that, and it becomes what is right for me for that time. So I don't want people to think I'm very intelligent, that I'm thinking, no. I just find myself doing this, and it will become the right thing for that time. It's not as if I studied, I surveyed, I checked. No. And so far, it had gotten me to this point, and I keep courting the kind of respect and patronage. That's it.
Oh, I mean, this conversation has been quite insightful. Yes. I mean, very short, but very, very insightful. Thank you so much for always sharing your wisdom with us.
Honored. I'm honored.
To reward you for all that you've shared with us, your knowledge this morning. Please, we'll have something for you.
We don't have 4 bottles of beer. We don't. But we have some breakfast. We hope
more rewarding.
Yes.
I mean, there's vegetables in there, so it's also going to nourish your body,
good for my
nourish
height.
your mind.
So good for my height.